Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Young here, and today I'm back into a Fortnite video, and in today's video, I'm going to show you guys 3 new satisfying high ground retakes. So if you guys are looking for some new retakes to practice, some new retakes to learn, definitely stay to the end of the video because I have 3 new retakes that you guys can learn that are very satisfying and clean to pull off, and will definitely impress your friends in creative. And real quick, before we get into the video, I have a V-Buck giveaway. I give away 2,000 V-Bucks every single Friday. So if you guys want to enter this giveaway and have a chance to win 2,000 V-Bucks, all you guys have to do is to drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys do turn on those post notifications so you guys get notified for every single new video and when I announce the giveaway winners. And lastly, make sure you guys do comment down below either your Xbox gamer tag, your PSN gamer tag, or Epic account, and you guys will be automatically entered into my next giveaway. So if you want some free V-Bucks, make sure you guys do enter. And also, if you guys like to support me in the item shop, all you guys have to do is go down to the bottom, click on support a creator, type in my code. My creator code is Young Humor, and you guys will have me added and supported as a creator. And alright guys, let's get right to the video. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to show you guys 3 new satisfying high ground retakes. I'm going to show you guys the retake, I'm going to show you guys how to do it, and also I'm going to show you guys a slow motion of the retake to make it super simple and super easy to learn, because these retakes really aren't too difficult. Once you get the practice down, once you get the timing, you're going to be able to have these retakes down very easily. But anyways, let's go right into the first retake of this video that I want to show you guys. So this retake I do a ton in my games. If you guys ever watch my live streams, I do this retake all the time. I love it. It's very, very good, and I'm very consistent when it comes to this retake. So that was the retake right there. I'm going to show you guys a couple more times, and I'm also going to show you guys how to do this. So with this retake here, when you're learning it, I probably wouldn't worry about going for the very last part when I edit the ramp and I also edit the wall. I would just worry about the first 3 parts of this retake. So it's kind of like a multi-retake in a way, if that's even a word. So there's 3 different parts to this retake. So the first part that you want to do is going to be the edit on the cones. After you edit the cones, then you want to do a 90 to the side. So basically, you're starting off the retake with a double edit, then you want to do a 90 to the side. You want to make sure you place this back wall here so the 90 connects. So you place the back wall, then you place the other 2 walls and kind of do a 90 out of it. But you make sure you have to place that back wall or the retake will break. And then you place that cone, you place a ramp above it, then you jump to the side, place a floor and a ramp. And once you edit that, then what you do is you place a cone on top, and then you do the same thing when it comes to that 90, and then you edit the cone. So if that was kind of confusing, I'll show you guys a slow motion, a couple slow motions you guys can really understand and have it down. But once you have it down, this is what it should look like in full motion. And of course, if you want to put that extra edit on the ramp and the wall at the very end, you can definitely do so. It definitely looks a little bit more flashy, but here it is in slow motion. Hopefully this makes a little bit more sense than me trying to explain it really quickly. So when you're editing, you want to go for the double edit. You do a 90 off of it, you place a cone on top of the ramp, you extend the ramp out of that cone, then you jump to the side, then you go for the floor edit, and then from the floor edit, you finish off the retake with another 90 and a cone. You edit the cone, and then you can go for another ramp and wall edit. So right here, if you want to. If not, I would just learn the first 3 parts first, because the last part can be kind of challenging to get down if you're not used to doing that edit. So like I said, here it is a couple more times slow motion. For me, when I watch high ground retake videos, slow motion helps me out the most, because for myself, I'm not the best auditory learner. So when it comes to people explaining it, I'm not the type of person to really pick up on it. But when I see videos in slow motion, I think it helps me out a ton. So that's why I like to include slow motion in all the retakes in this video. So this one's probably the most complicated one as far as me trying to explain it, because there's probably 3 to 4 parts in doing this retake. But this is honestly my favorite. I have these very consistently. I do this all the time on my live streams. So for the guys who watch my lives, you guys see me do this retake all the time. And so going into the second retake in this video, now this one, I don't know, maybe this one's a little bit more complicated than the first one, but for this one, yeah, I'm gonna really have to give a slow motion to explain how it is, but this is basically how it looks. You kind of go for a high, I guess it's a high wall, I'm not sure what it is. The first part, you place 2 walls, you place a cone on top, you do a 90 out, then you place another cone on top, you do another 90 the other way, and then you basically just do a bunch of builds in a very short period of time. So I really just want to get to the explanation in slow motion, because this one probably looks way too fast if you guys have no idea what I'm doing. So what you do is you place the 2 walls, you place the cone on top, and then you go in the opposite direction. You do a 90, and then from the 90 you place another ramp, and you place a cone on top. And once you do that, you do another 90 out, the same motion, you place another cone, and then once you do that, you can either continue the retake or you can do 90s out of it. So here's the slow motion on what I do for the retake. Now this one might be a little bit complicated to understand, but it's not too difficult. All you do, and the first part of this retake is super easy, so you just place those walls and cone. You do a 90 out, and then from the 90, you continue to do 90s with cones, so everything connects. And as I mentioned with the first retake, when it comes to slow motion, this really does help me out because this retake, honestly, there's so many different parts in a short period of time, but hopefully the slowdown helps you guys out, because me trying to explain it really quickly is I'm probably doing a terrible job of explaining it, but this retake is super cool. If you're able to pull this off, it's definitely pretty flashy, and at the same time, just the way you do this retake, it's going to be, if someone's on high ground above you, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to hit you because you're constantly placing above you, you're constantly placing to the side, and everything's connected, so it's going to be very hard to shoot out. Well, obviously, if they have a minigun, then, you know, then obsolete, but I mean, it's going to be very, if they have an AR or SMG, it's going to be very hard for them to shoot you out. You're very protected from high ground, and overall, this is a very good retake and very practical retake to do. And so going into the third retake, I want to show you guys in this video. Now, this one's probably the easiest one, not necessarily saying it's completely easy, but this one's probably the easier one to understand. So this one, you do the same type of motion as the second one and the first, you know, right at the beginning. You place the two walls, and then you place the cone on top. And then from there, what you do is you place ramps out to the side. So you have to look in kind of a sideways direction so you can place the ramps, and then once you do that, you want to turn your character the other way so you can place a floor and also a ramp. So with this one, the hardest part is making sure you get those ramps off, because sometimes if you turn too quickly, the ramps that I just placed here won't place, because you have to make sure you're looking the right way. Otherwise, the ramps aren't going to place at all, and you're just going to fall to the ground. But this retake for me, once I had it down, once I understood how this retake worked, it really wasn't too difficult. Honestly, it was pretty easy, at least in my opinion. And here's also some slow motions of exactly what I'm doing. And as I mentioned, for all the retakes, slow motion helps me out the most when learning retakes because I can really see and understand how all the builds connect. I can really see how the retake is done, exactly the technique I have to use, and just everything in between. So this is the retake in slow motion, and to be honest, I would say out of the three, this one's probably the easier one. Obviously, if you guys are a little bit new to building, then this could be a little bit more difficult. But I think if you are maybe a little bit newer, this is probably the retake you want to start with, because I think this one is a little bit easier than the other ones. It's still not the easiest, and I obviously don't have this every single try. And probably the last one here is something you'd want to do more in free building. This isn't the most practical in game because, as you can see, it'd be very easy to shoot you out. So this retake can be very cool. I mean, if you're in the right situation in game, or if you're just in creative for free building, this could be a very cool retake to pull off. But like I said, it's probably not the most practical because this could be very easily shot out, as opposed to the other two retakes that I do in game quite a bit. That's very well protected, and you're not going to get shot up or shot down very fast. So all these retakes I think are very satisfying. I really do like them. So definitely let me know which retake in the comments down below is your favorite. I like them all. I would say, as I mentioned, the first two are more practical. You can do those every single game. But for the last one, that's kind of more just flashing and creative, just because of the way it's just the way you're building. It's very easy to shoot out, especially if someone has like SMG or AR. You're going to get shot out instantly, but nevertheless, I think it's very cool. And when it comes to retakes, I think it's very important that you try to learn as many retakes as you can, because this is going to help you guys improve your building speed and also editing speed, because you can mix a lot of editing in between, as I just did in a couple of these retakes in this video. There's a little bit of editing, but mostly building. So this is going to help you guys out a ton with building and editing. And if you guys want to know my sensitivity, at the very end of the video, I have an end screen, and you guys can just click on that, and you guys can see all the settings that I currently use. So if you guys are curious on what settings that I'm using to help me build so good, then definitely check out that video. So like I said, it's going to be at the end screen. You can just click on it, and it's super easy. But with that being said, that's a wrap it up for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys liked it, make sure you guys do hit that like button. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Make sure you guys do turn on post notifications so you guys get notified for every single new video. And as well, I do live stream every single day here on this channel at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys want to watch me play solos on live stream, I read the chat all the time. I'm super active. So make sure you guys do come by my live streams, like I said, every single day here on this channel at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So definitely come by my live streams. It's a ton of fun. But with that being said, I appreciate you guys watching the video. And alright guys, I'll see you next video.